Right, we are back to MMA here at XFC 8. We have a 71-kilo amateur MMA bout between Kyle Oakman from Combat Athletics and Brannon Puddock, second showing for the Twin Tigers. Okay, mate, another Combat Athletics fighter in Kyle Oakman making his walk to the cage.
Both fighters 1-1 in MMA, so they're looking to turn their record into a positive one at least. Kyle Oakman with a pretty decent grappling prowess here. He's a blue belt in BJJ.
Yeah, so Kyle, he beat Dominic Dunce on Meltdown for his debut. I was there, I commentated that fight. Listen, Dominic Dunce is no slouch on the ground, and Kyle showed a lot of really strong wrestling in that fight, really good top pressure. He's got Sam Allen Chris in his corner tonight for Combat Athletics. Great corner and a wicked gym. Another team that are constantly on XFC every time we come out. He said his prediction for the fight is to get a submission within 2 rounds.
A submission within 2 rounds. Well, at 18 years old, a very youthful approach to the fight. Let's see what he can do. He's, like I said, 18 years old and he's already a blue belt in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, that's massive.
Yeah, the future is bright.
Looking big as well, mate. Big, tall frame.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see the height advantage that he has against his opponent here.
Oh, I love this song. Brannon Puddock might have a walkout of the night for me so far. So, as we alluded to just now, both men coming in with a 1-1 record, but Brannon has also got a 2-1 record in K1. So very well versed in the stand-up. We saw the Twin Tigers earlier with Cohen, 25 years old, and his prediction is a KO in the first round.
Bold predictions here from both men. Both men predicting a finish. It'd be interesting to see if this fight does go the distance or their prediction age as well. Slightly older of the two, he's 25 years old. But in these fights that have already transpired, age doesn't seem to be a driving factor at all, like I previously tried to allude to. So this is purely 2 fighters, incredibly skilled. Not a striker versus grappler matchup, but wow, not much of a height advantage here. No. 2 extremely tall lightweights. What do you think?
Yeah, 2 big, long frames for lightweight.
Bout number 8 of the evening, ladies and gentlemen, sees us move back to MMA. We go to the blue corner first. He holds a record of 1 win and 1 loss and represents Combat Athletics. Please put your hands together for Kyle Oakman. His opponent across the cage. He also holds the same record of 1 win and 1 loss. He represents Twin Tigers. Please put your hands together for Brannon Puddock. 3 3-minute rounds.
Good reception for both gentlemen.
Brannon Puddock was extremely calm and composed leading up to this fight.
He doesn't look like he's about to have a fist fight, does he?
No, this just looks like another day at the office for Brannon Puddock.
So Kyle with that very wide guard. A wrestling style guard, I was just about to say, and he shoots.
Yeah, styles make fights. It's pretty clear that Brannon wants to separate and get his striking off. He's kind of looking at the legs, trying to give him a small tell there.
Yeah, last time I saw Brannon fight, the fight was very competitive, and in the last few seconds of the fight, he just gave up position and unfortunately got ground and pounded and finished. So hopefully he won't let the same mistakes happen again. But
that was an amazing wizard
here. Good knee. Oh, good work for Kyle. He's got the hands together, trying to get finish.
I think he will.
Lovely.
And he gets the takedown. But incredible reversal there from Brannon Puddock.
Oh, Kyle done well there to spin out.
And he does the right thing and he lets go with that choke there. There's not much torque that he could apply to that.
So Kyle has now got a hold of the head, which is a mistake there. Now he's got the left underhook. He can use that to come up, and he has.
Phenomenally.
Oh, good work on the right whistle though by Brannon. Lovely scramble from these two boys.
Yeah, they're in that dogfight position.
Brannon did well to stay on top there.
Brannon did a good job of landing punches from that position. He's like, you have a face, I have a hand free. I'm going to punch you in the face.
It's difficult in a wrestling scramble because you don't want to sacrifice punches for position, and he managed to keep both.
Beautiful knee to the body there. Doing just enough for that wizard as well, and the frame off as well. Both fighters extremely long. It'd be nice to see a lead hook from Brannon as well.
Yeah, Kyle is rushing in with his head forward. He just wants to wrestle. He's striking to wrestle. Yeah, Brannon's definitely the bigger puncher of the two, from what I'm seeing. He's got to watch that guillotine or the ninja choke now. Oh, the guillotine's there. Brannon went for that ninja.
I think for Brannon, when he's throwing strikes, it'd be nice. That's a beautiful trip there. That's amazing positional awareness as well, to understand that that is an available takedown.
Yeah, that's clearly one he practices a lot.
Of course, and if you miss that, it can end quite tragically, but he's ended up in a perfect position here.
Well, we've all seen the clip of Dricus du Plessis failing that one and ended up on his back.
Yeah, I mean, his style is, all right, this ought to work.
Yeah.
But very educated there from
Dricus du Plessis by somehow. Yeah, if I'm Kyle, I'm sliding that right knee across the belly.
Yeah, Brannon did a good job of reversing that then.
10 seconds left, round one. Great round, mate.
Yeah, he's finished the fight on top as well, which is a pretty strong message to the judges. Some good head pressure there as well. And nice end to the round.
Good round, good scrambles.
Had enough energy to help his opponent up then, or is he just that kind of a guy?
Yeah, Kyle, I'd like to see Kyle get a bit more snappy with his boxing. He's clearly, we know he's a wrestler, but he's using his strikes purely to set up the takedowns, but you need to make the strikes threatening, otherwise there's no threat, right?
Absolutely, I agree. And for Brannon, his striking, he needs to throw down the middle. Because throwing down the middle will at least help him to see when the shot is coming. When he's throwing hooks and he's closing the distance, they're making contact with each other physically, which sets up these positions where there's an overhook, where there's an underhook. And as you could see, Kyle did a good job of getting the trip there. So if he can continue to separate, throw his low kicks, set them up with jabs, throw some feints as well, he'll have something to offer in the striking department. As for Kyle, I'd also like to see some jabs, because he's got to start disguising these takedowns a little bit more now.
That's better from Kyle, much better, much tighter boxing.
So Kyle's very heavy on that front leg, but the advantage that gives is you can shoot for takedowns much easier, like so, but that's a good frame there.
Oh, he's driven well there to get Brannon back to the fence, but he might have given up his neck again. Gets his neck out, really good work.
Nice knee to the body and some good head pressure there. Shooting for a takedown of his own, it seems.
Yeah, can Brannon get his head? He's going for that head inside single. He's got to snatch that up and run the pipe. Or will he switch to the double? He's now holding the wrist of Kyle.
Kyle had a little conversation with his coaches then, just a slight little dispute there. That's a great right hand there.
Kyle's really started to sit down on his boxing this round, mate. Good sprawl by Brannon. And again, the neck is there if he wants it.
That's a high guillotine there.
That's much tighter, mate. If he can get to mount, this could be over.
Oh, and he lets go there.
He lets go because he's got that top position. Now he's in a good position, and he's in his own corner as well. Oh, heavy shots, mate. If he can flatten him out, someone's bleeding.
Someone's bleeding pretty heavily.
Brannon needs to get that right leg back in between the arm and leg of Kyle, but he's lost it now. Yeah, I think Kyle is bleeding quite heavily. I don't know where from.
This is good work off his back, though, from Brannon Puddock.
Yeah, he's just stopping any sort of offense. There's a triangle there.
There
Triangle's
absolutely
there
is.
if he wants it. He just got to turn that left leg. No, he failed on it. He's got to watch the up kicks. Simon stands him up, taking no messing there. I don't know where all that blood come from. I think it might be Brannon's nose. Oh, wow. There's some strength there. Brannon heavy on top now, heavy hips.
Kyle does have a very good underhook, and he used it very well to get to his feet. He's also hooked that leg. He might try and come through the back door, but it's very hard when you've got your back against the cage and someone's punching you in the head.
Yeah, mate, it is hard, as you can imagine. People watching at home. Oh, Kyle's going for it. Oh, wow. Has he got a triangle?
Some amazing innovation there by Kyle.
Wow. I don't think he had an arm in. I don't think he had an arm in there at all, but still going for unorthodox stuff off his back.
I expect a stern word in the corner of Kyle Oakman now.
Yeah.
What do you think could be being said to him right now?
Well, he gave up his back a couple times in that round, and you can't do that if you're the wrestler, if you're the grappler. That said, he sat down on his boxing a lot more in that second round, so if he can do that again, maybe even force a level change out of Brannon.
Yeah, and the punches that he did land, again, him being on the front leg, it enables you to sit down on your shots, and it's those shots that you sit down on that will earn the respect, or at least misconstrue your opponent into thinking that you're in this striking battle. And a striking battle is exactly where Brannon Puddock wants to be, hence you can see him trying to defend the takedowns. But he seems comfortable when he's down there as well.
Well, in nearly every shot from Kyle, Brannon is trying to lock up a guillotine. It'll only take one really perfectly timed attempt to get him out of there.
Dustin Poirier like this. It's a good low leg kick there. He's reading that he's heavy on that front leg, and he's capitalising.
Yeah, and he sort of sits onto it for a second before he starts to throw his hands. Oh.
I'm not particularly a fan of the body lock that Kyle's going for. I prefer him to go straight for the legs. At least the body lock's your plan B then.
Yeah, it's almost like he's shooting too high every time.
Yeah, like we see. He went for the double, he switched to the single, and he gets the takedown. Phenomenal
nice
switch.
Very nicely done there by Kyle.
He's slapping him in the side of the head there, and it's going to frustrate you a little bit. Trying to set up some submissions off his back. He's also working as well, which is what we like to see.
Yeah, Brannon, if he can get his back to the fence, start to work himself up and get back to his feet where he's a bit more comfortable. He's opting to throw these strikes from the bottom, but you need to offer more if you're going to stay on your back. Like that, there we go. Triangle is there for Brannon. Oh, Kyle done well to shrug that off.
There we go. That's much different from Kyle now. He's either two arms in or he's both arms out.
And to be fair, mate, Brannon is doing much more, even though he's the one on the bottom.
Yeah, I agree. I agree strongly.
Position
He's passed into
doesn't
half guard
count
there.
for anything if you're being outstruck and you're not attempting submissions, but now Kyle's in a much better spot.
I would have liked to see Brannon go for the knee shield, because he's now gave up a sort of smash pass into full mount there.
Yeah, if Kyle can sit his hips down heavy now, squeeze his knees together and throw some strikes, they definitely take this round. All work for a finish if he can find one.
He's probably going to look for like an Ezekiel choke there, perhaps.
Oh, this place is very loud now, mate.
Oh, the suspense is palpable. He's clearly going for a finish here. Got some mother's milk going on here. I'd like to see him stack up and throw some punches, just to give him something to think about. There we go. Some short shots there from Kyle Oakman. And there's some bigger shots from Kyle Oakman. He might be angling for an arm triangle there, but I think Brannon's savvy to it. I believe he's took the back there.
He's turned it all the way onto his chest now.
That's a horrible position to be in. Even though Brannon's got the headlock, that's not doing much, and he's let go of that.
Yeah. Kyle needs to post and posture up and land
Yeah.
some really damaging shots. He's definitely won this round.
He's got a quarter of a minute to work here. He needs to send a pretty strong message. He's great binding the legs as well. 10 seconds to go. He's landing some
This is
punches.
better. Nice little shots there by Kyle.
Strong game. Strong finish to the round.
Really good. Good fight.
Very good fight. Both fighters gave it their all in that one.
I enjoyed the grappling exchanges in that fight. I was happy when Kyle sat down a bit more on his boxing. Brannon did look like the more powerful boxer initially, but he was just constantly on the receiving end of those level changes from Kyle. Yeah, I'd like to see Kyle work on those level changes a bit, as you alluded to earlier, Mason. Going for that body lock a lot. It'd be nice to see him go for the legs, because when he did go for the legs, he was getting takedowns consistently.
One thing that's good about this fight for both men, they went the distance, so there's plenty of footage to dissect for both fighters. Both fighters will be able to look at what went right. Both fighters will be able to look at what could have been better.
Yeah,
a lot of positives to take away, but a lot of things they can work on, and that is an absolute blessing for amateurs.
Yeah.
Okay, ladies and gents, let's have Kyle and Brannon to the centre of the cage, please. Let's get a round of applause for both competitors. After 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. We do have a winner by way of majority decision. Your winner, fighting out of the red corner, Brannon Puddock! And once again, a round of applause for Kyle Oakman, ladies and gents. Thank you.
So
We are now going to have
decision.
another 20-minute interval. We'll be back in 20 minutes' time. Thank
a little
you.
protest of the decision there.
Yeah, so again, another majority with one judge scoring it as a draw and the other 2 scoring it for Brannon. But, I mean, it's got to be those first 2 rounds, right? Because Kyle, in my opinion, clearly won round 3. In fact, whoever scored it as a draw may have given
The
round
third
3
round
as a
of 10-8?
10-8. Yeah, they would have done, yeah. Because
Round 3 being the very controlling based round.
it's difficult, and a lot of the time you're only paying attention to yourself, you're only watching your fight.